Sorry to wake you up. We have the money for the tree, please.
This is JD Motto. He's the executive producer of the Chris Gethard Show. He's also the director. He said that he would pay for the tree that we're going to cut down today, and we wanted to let him sleep, but we also thought this would be, we also just kind of wanted money for the tree.
I don't have enough money.
Not a joke. All right, go back to sleep.
Sorry,
Sorry to wake you.
No. But, I will pay you back for it.
Okay.
But just tell Chris it's my money. Otherwise, he'll try to pay for it.
Okay. Go back to sleep.
All right, let's get packed.
Okay.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Why don't you pull up? We're almost ready. I don't know. We'll be out in a second.
Oh, it's open. I think we should grab some breakfast and talk about what we're going to do today.
Okay.
Basically,
We're also along the way, we're going to share some greatest hits. Some Chris Gethard greatest hits.
Oh, from the show?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Like Pumpkin Hands.
Pumpkin Hands was great. That was a great moment.
I just caught a glimpse of myself in the monitor. It looks like I have little pumpkins for hands. In the wide shot. It looks like I have little pumpkins for hands.
How many of those do we need, do you think, JD?
Depends how interesting your day is.
All right. Yeah. Oh, so that's what's going on? If we get an hour of interesting footage, JD's life is easier? It's one of those things.
and if we don't get...
I don't want to fight tonight with you. Fight tonight.
Remember that time you went on a date with Random Andrew?
I didn't.
You escorted him?
Yeah, I didn't go on a date with Random Andrew. I attended a chaperoned and organized a date he was on.
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore.
I don't know how much he or his young lady friend Rachel enjoyed it, having me there. Because it was definitely creepy. I'm 31 years old and they're both 19.
We're on your home turf, man. This is Jersey, okay? So you've grown up here too, you know what I mean? Right down this road is this blah, 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 blah that we used to blah, blah, blah. That's what it was like growing up around here. I can't imagine what it was like growing up in Texas. Oh, really? Yeah. You're really funny.
No one's talking for a bit. Is that okay?
That hasn't happened one time. Random Andrew, I'm gonna ask you to walk Rachel to her door.
Absolutely.
I know this might be awkward. I'm just gonna put it on the table. It's been a very friendly, platonic date so far, and that's great. If that's all this is, that's perfectly fine. Random Andrew, if you're gonna pull the trigger, trigger gotta get pulled soon. It's fucking weak. You're a very nice boy.
Yeah. Mom says don't do that on the first date.
You gotta stop bringing up your mom on dates as well.
Probably
by the way.
do. Did I bring her up on this one?
You brought her up at least 6 times.
Yeah, my mother's mostly depending on me for the children because no one else in our family wants them. And my mom needs to be a grandmother. Yeah. But
I mean, the basic parameters of today that we're kind of going on a search for the... Well, no, we're not kind of. We definitely are going on a search for the Christmas spirit.
That sounds good. I could use a little Christmas spirit. I gotta say, I'm not the most Christmassy guy. Like, I haven't bought anybody presents yet this year. I get real stressed out, man. I have a lot of issues where I think, like, I'm gonna fail people or, like, get people mad. So, like, the presents and the planning and all that stuff, I worry a lot, you know? But hey, it looks like we found a parking spot, so It's our first Christmas miracle.
And Sunday I was watching It's a Wonderful Life, and Kim Jong-il died. So, I mentioned yesterday that we were gonna do a bit of driving.
Yeah.
We're
Are we leaving New York City?
We're leaving New York City.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I like any excuse to get out of the city.
It's gonna be.
I like this. What is this? All right. Wanna go cut down some Christmas trees?
Yeah.
How many Christmas trees are we talking?
Well, that's one of the things we need to figure out is who do we need to take the Christmas tree to?
Someone needs a Christmas tree. We gotta find, so we're gonna get a Christmas tree and find someone who needs one?
Yeah.
I like that. That's nice.
I know, I have a few people in my head already, but I think it's better if we come up with one over the course of the day.
Discover someone in need?
Yeah.
That sounds good.
And also,
Oh shit. There's no Christmas tree closer than an hour and a half away?
We want to chop one down.
We're gonna chop one down.
Yeah, we gotta chop one
Chop
down.
it ourselves.
Yeah, not just me, all of us, right? Yeah. Let's chop down a tree today.
We're all in this together today.
Let's kill something that's alive.
There's an.
That took a dark turn.
Thanks.
You should have that.
Oh, never mind, Chris back. Yeah, where's yours?
Happy holidays.
So we're off to the tree farm.
Feels like a nice Christmas thing to do and also like a real masculine thing to do.
Yeah.
We gotta get a tarp so we don't scratch up the top of my car. So my understanding of this day is we're about to go find a Christmas tree, but we're gonna take this axe, probably a couple other axes, and get ourselves a tree. I think it'll be pretty fun. I'm really glad you guys organized this.
Our pleasure.
And any other adventures we find along the way are just a bonus, you know? I just hope we don't get pulled over with an axe.
Oh.
I got the dude.
Oh, so we should get the address into the GPS.
I think you said Sussex, New Jersey. Is that right?
Yes.
Downloading. Download complete.
Sorry. Yes.
Okay, hang on.
Thank you.
Ending road.
Jesus Christ. This fucking car.
Alright, so what's going on right now? I forgot.
I don't know, man. I'm not huge on Christmas. My grandfather died right before Christmas one year. That's a distinct holiday memory. He passed away, and I remember the day of the funeral, the presents were already out under the tree, and me and my brother opened them all knowing we wouldn't get in trouble because we could just say we were really sad, which is like a manipulative, shitty way to use your own grandfather's death in order to get presents like 2 days earlier. So there's that. So Merry Christmas.
Feeling all right?
I'm very happy to support my friend Connor in his quest for president, and I was his first endorsement.
Tonight, I come on to the Chris Gethard Show with a major announcement. I'm here to formally announce my intention to run for the office of the President of the United States. The United States Constitution says very little about what it takes to be president. It says you have to be born here, you have to have lived here for 14 years as a resident, and the one number they throw out there is 35. You have to be at least 35 years old. 35! That's how old I am!
It's becoming less and less of a joke that his campaign has outlasted so many other Republican candidates.
If he gets the bid, would you consider being his vice president?
I don't know if I'm cut out for political office. I think I've done too many weird things in my life, and I think there's too much damning evidence of that. There's a lot of video footage of me doing really shameful things, and I'm not ashamed of it, but I also don't know if you can be the vice president of the United States when you've allowed a kickboxer to beat the shit out of you on public access TV.
Gauge that core. What'd you have for lunch?
When there's an hour-long clip of you telling bad jokes with a Hitler mustache drawn on your face, that might limit your political aspirations.
Louis C.K. started selling his new stand-up special for $5 this weekend. I used to be the star of a Comedy Central show, and now I have a public access show. Fuck my life.
The joke with the debate was going to be Connor was going to invite everybody else who was running for president. They'd all say no, and we'd do a show where we said, like, now let's cut to the presidential debate in progress. And then a guy says he'll actually debate him. So now we got to plan an actual presidential debate. JD got really obsessed with the entrances of the two presidential candidates. He wanted there to be like smoke machines and lights and this and that. And then he decided that it would be amazing if we had a lazy Susan that the candidates could stand on, and then we'd have people with ropes off camera spinning them in a circle, so there'd be like smoke machines and then this nice, like, almost like what you see with, like, you know, like sporting events. Like, here's like the UFC fighter, and it's like the guy rotating. And he spent 2.5 hours building the thing. Jimmy McMillan saw it, didn't say a word, walked out when we introduced him, stood right next to the lazy Susan, and then just spun in a circle to the same effect as the lazy Susan. We could have just asked both of them, are you willing to spin slowly in a circle as we introduce you? Jimmy McMillan stood next to this fucking thing that took JD 2.5 hours and that he spent like $90 on. That's one of my favorite things that ever happened, man. It was the best.
Would you like to upload your route? Say yes or no.
No. This is insane.
Continue on Cemetery Road for 0.2 of a mile.
I kind of gotta pee.
Right now?
Yeah.
Well, let's get away from this house first.
I can't hold it anymore.
Should I pull into this thing so you can pee?
Yeah, that'd be great. I'm gonna keep rolling while you pee. Alright. I'm gonna keep rolling while I pee.
Merry Christmas, I don't want to fight tonight.
I gotta pee also.
Is it filming or not?
Yeah.
I just like that the people in that house could potentially be looking out their windows and going like, a bunch of guys filming each other pissing. A bunch of guys just pulled up, peeled out, filming each other taking pisses.
Here, pull off. I'll get a shot of you pulling off.
He's running.
He's running so fast.
That's the best pee I had in a while.
High five.
What's this? No, stop. Look at this, boys. We're the only people here. Just leave the car here?
Yeah.
All right, I guess so. We're now at Shell Hill Farms in New Jersey. We drove a long time to get here. We've seen no other human being.
At New Jersey Friendliest Farm.
They're only open Saturday and Sunday.
The farm?
Yeah.
They're only open Saturday and Sunday? Man, we should have called first, huh?
Whose hat is that?
But that's just how my life is.
What, to travel around with weirdos, or?
No, that people immediately meet me and are like, this fucking guy. You look crazy, definitely.
Where we
Yeah.
came from the city to get a tree for
Chop down a
Christmas.
tree.
Oh, okay. But we didn't plan it like.
Well, he didn't know that we were bringing it. That we were.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about this.
Kind of did it last minute.
Got cash?
Yeah.
If there's bow saws up on the board.
Yeah, there's one up there.
Yeah, just.
That's cool. So we're out in Sussex, New Jersey. We wanted to find a Christmas tree farm so we could chop down a tree and then get it to someone who needs it before the end of the day. And then the Christmas tree farm was closed, but there's some guys working on a building here who just called the owner and they said we can cut down our own tree. So we're gonna do that, right? I broke this saw. I broke this saw.
Is that the only saw?
Rob, let's get the axe before the owner comes home. Right?
Yes.
And we'll have this with us.
We gotta get the axe.
You got it, let's go quick. Here, hold it. What tree do we like?
We want a little fuller?
Yeah, maybe up towards the top. Because if we're gonna do this, we gotta do it right, you know? What do you think?
This could hold ornaments, yeah?
Yeah, but the top is a little...
No stars going on that, huh?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
I'm Jewish, but thanks.
Happy Hanukkah.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year.
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 New Year.
Dude, I just got the coolest shot, Rob.
What'd you get in your shot?
I did this thing where like, you like this?
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Here.
You sure we're doing
Let's see if
that?
I can get that on here.
So, it's like this.
Yeah. It's gonna be real nice.
This is our tree. This is a great tree. It's a medium size. The top's a little thin, but I almost feel like if we clip that top piece, what do you think?
I think this is a good sized tree for New York City.
We just need to snip this.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Need a hand?
Yeah. Anybody else want to take a turn? How's that working?
Don't finish.
That looks fun.
There we go. There we go. I'm so tired. So tired. I am just so tired. Let's do it. Got it.
Yeah, we can help you. We don't have to just film. Yeah.
Think we can fit that fucker in here?
Do it.
I didn't think that was gonna happen. Cutting down the tree was pretty fun. I was raised Catholic, but we always had artificial trees. That's the first time I've cut down a Christmas tree. So there's that.
And did that bring back any Chris Gethard Show greatest hits memories? For example, I was reminded a little bit of Human Crane.
Well, I could see how how cutting down a tree would remind you of the Human Crane, but I don't know that I would call the Human Crane one of the Chris Gethard Show's greatest hits by a long shot.
We got extra help. Scale crane.
Let's do it.
It is an air crane. Funky, funky. Oh. Gethard is a human crane. Scale crane. It is an air crane. Ow! Ow! This way. Stop. This is my fucking.
Perhaps the most poorly thought out and most poorly executed bit of all time.
Yeah, put him down directly on the top of his head, guys.
Yeah, what are we doing? Let go!
The most degrading thing that's ever happened to me. Sap is not a pleasant substance to have on your body, but I would rather drink a gallon of straight sap than taste the milkshake of death ever again.
Milkshake of death.
Oh God, look at that sardine water dripping in there. Bethany, how would you describe the consistency up close?
It reminds me of flu diarrhea.
Get down!
I think a lot of people might assume that I'm playing up my discomfort with how Shannon speaks to Alyssa. It's all real. I don't think it's appropriate. I don't think it's cool. I, at some point, assume Alyssa's parents are gonna yell at me. So, I mean, I think she has a fun time. I think Alyssa likes being part of the show, but so many inappropriate things have been said to that poor little girl.
Before you say a word, Alyssa, Shannon, do not, Alyssa, don't laugh because it encourages her.
Are your periods irregular?
Okay, Shannon, stop. Wildly inappropriate.
Alyssa, have you ever had a sandwich, a sylph sandwich? A sandwich I'd like to fuck.
Okay. Alyssa, something just exploded 4 feet away from my head. A piece of equipment just exploded.
Shove myself in the vagina, Alyssa.
gotta go pay for this Christmas tree now, so there's some guys working down there. Gotta go get them that sweet, sweet Christmas cheddar, so I'll go take care of that real quick. We did the math, it said it came out to 80-25. Does that sound right?
Yeah, that's probably
so
right.
There's 81 right there.
Thanks, brother.
Thank
Merry
you very
Christmas.
much. Yeah, you too. I don't know why I ran.
That's cute.
All right.
Let's go.
Why didn't you guys tell me that there was so much trash on my head? My head was covered in garbage, and we've been driving for like 40 minutes, and neither one of you guys told me.
You looked happy.
That was visible, though, right?
Yeah, I was getting close-ups of it.
You carried that tree on your shoulder for...
A long time. I felt like a man doing that. Now, the Dolchnikov Brigade, I found them by Googling the phrase weirdest band in the world. That led me to some pages about the Dolchnikov Brigade, and I think that they probably fulfill that promise. They came during sandwich night and took over.
Do we have any onions? Pickle loaf. Thank you, Andrew. I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, I did not know they were coming. Welcome back to the show, the Dolchnikov Brigade! One of our greatest musical guests of all time has returned. Welcome back to the show, Dolchnikov Brigade!
Hello, everybody. It's Wednesday, November 23rd, 2011. The Chris Gethard Show. Fuck yeah.
Dolchnikov Brigade is the musical kindred spirit of what we are as a comedy show. If we did music, we would be the Dolchnikov Brigade. If the Dolchnikov Brigade did comedy, they would be the Chris Gethard Show. I feel like a real synergy with them, and we're still just getting to know them at the end of the day, but do you want to go to the Christmas Ice Caverns or no?
I mean, I think it's up to you at this point. I would go.
My thought is, I haven't been in literally 25 years.
How far are we from there now?
Not far. 10, 15 minutes. You want to eat and then think about doing that?
Yeah, I'm getting
Yeah, me too. We gotta find something. We just ate dinner, and you know, we've been driving around New Jersey looking for someone to give a free Christmas tree to. And I realized we were not that far from a place called the Ice Caverns. I remembered that I went here when I was maybe 4 or 5 years old, and I thought it was amazing and wonderful, and they had all sorts of displays, and I found it to be very overwhelming and fantastical as a youth. I'm not sure how it'll stand up to the test of time, but we're returning to a childhood memory of mine well over 2 decades after I last experienced it.
Shall we go?
Yeah, man.
Let's do it.
This is gonna be weird, right? A nightmarish quality about it, with all the conflicting music, right?
Where's the...
This sounds like a murderer's house.
Do I need to be someone about filming or no?
I don't know. How does one get to the Ice Caverns? We gotta get that sign. Look at this. We need a still of this. Huh? Oh, they slip in the religion right at the end.
What did it say?
There's a sign that said the true meaning of Christmas, and now we get to the religious stuff. Man, that line to see Santa is way too long. There is a really scary element to it as an adult. Few things that strike me coming out of that experience. First off, this store commissioned that display, and that makes it okay. If someone had made that up just because that was something they felt like doing, that person would be the definition of a murderer. They would be the most insane person that ever walked planet Earth. The other thing I'll say is when we exited the Ice Caverns, and there were dozens of parents with their children waiting to sit on Santa's lap, and those parents saw a man with a beard and a camera dressed in a banana suit. I think every one of those parents had an instinctive, gut-wrenching reaction of fear over what a bearded man in a banana suit with a video camera could possibly be doing in a children's Christmas display. That is like, if you had a kid, you rolling up at Christmas Village is every parent's nightmare, right?
But the people running the Christmas Village were really excited.
Yeah,
They loved it.
The people running Christmas Village never blinked twice. That 3 grown men, 2 of them bearded, all with video cameras, wanted to go into the ice caverns unsupervised, no kids.
Pedophile pit.
Oh my God, man. No wonder kids get dinked every day. No wonder kids just get diddled every day. How did they let us in there?
At least those guys working at the tree farm had the decency to call us weirdos.
Yeah, they did call us weirdos.
Yeah, these people, what kind of people are these people?
How dare they not pass judgment against us?
In all seriousness, we should not have been allowed inside there. Bananaman in the ice cavern. Every parent's nightmare.
Where are we right now, Chris?
Right now we're stopping at my parents' house in New Jersey so Rob Malone can take a shit. Merry Christmas.
Hey, so I'm here in Chris Gethard's parents' bathroom in New Jersey, the bathroom in his parents' house. Taking a dump. Really had to go, wasn't gonna make it any further. And just glad to be here, but also a little nervous because lately I've been having a problem where I'll go over to a friend or acquaintance's house that I haven't been to, or like maybe it's only the second or third visit, and I've had to take a dump, and I end up clogging the toilet, and it's really embarrassing. You try to like hide it and fix it yourself, but you just get the feeling that they know what's happened no matter what, so hopefully that won't be the case here.
Just reading my family's Christmas cards right now.
How was the dump that you took?
It was really solid. It actually wasn't very solid, but like the experience was like solid.
You didn't mean like the actual viscosity of the fecal matter.
No, there was a combination of different.
Got it.
And you were singing while taking that dump.
Yeah, but I couldn't get that.
Sitting on a toilet, 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 sitting on a... That's not the tune, that's not right. Sounds good.
Earlier today we bought a Christmas tree. We've been trying to find the Christmas spirit. Christmas is about giving. It's about cheering other people up, making everyone feel good, you know? Maybe making some people who are depressed feel less sad. We've been driving around my home state of New Jersey trying to think what's the perfect place to set up that tree? Who's the perfect set of people to give that tree to? And something just hit me. And I think we should go check it out. My 17th birthday, I received my license. And the place I had to go to take my driver's test was the Division of Motor Vehicles in Wayne, New Jersey. And man, that place was depressing. And not only was that place depressing in the way every other DMV on earth is depressing, that place was depressing because it's also directly next to a real shitty looking strip club. I just have a feeling that there may be no place on earth more depressing than this place, and we're only about 10 minutes away from it. So if it's all right with you, world's greatest dancer and Bananaman, I think we should check that place out and see if we can't cheer it up a little bit.
Yeah, let's do it.
I mean, I think it's worth a shot.
How's everybody feeling?
Feeling great.
I'm feeling good, very tired.
Yeah.
Quite tired. I gotta say, I've had so much fun today, exploring old childhood memories. I don't know how this wasn't the scariest thing I ever experienced as a child. Cutting down that tree, peeing with you guys. Bunch of guys filming each other pissing. But man, eating lunch at Fuddruckers fucked me up, man. We just stopped at my parents' house so all 3 of us could take long shits. There's a driving range right here that technically I'm banned for life from. I've been back since. They didn't recognize me. Yo, this traffic looks insane. Might be back to the drawing board after this. But on this cold, rainy New Jersey night, we might be able to cheer up some some motorists.
Sad, lonely hearts.
Yeah, some lonely hearts. And look at this. DMV Lace Gentlemen's Club. That light is not gonna work while I'm driving. No, it's okay. So we're here in the parking lot of the Lace Gentlemen's Club in Wayne, New Jersey, and it is as depressing as I promised. The Gentlemen's Club is that way. As you can see, there's a DMV right next to it. And I would challenge anybody to find me a sadder collection of humanity concentrated in one area between the late night DMV and the late night Gentlemen's Club. And there's probably some people who stop by both. We got the tree, but here's the thing. I don't know if you can cheer anybody up here. I think anybody who wound up here, there's no cheering them up. And I almost kind of feel like it would be mean to our tree. It would almost be sort of sad and disrespectful to our tree to leave it here. Like, I kind of don't want to abandon this. We can't leave the tree here. And honestly, we're having trouble finding anybody to take this tree off our hands. But this is not we didn't pay for this tree. Someone else paid for it, and I think maybe he should get the tree back. Maybe it's time we head to J.D. Amato. Can think of something better to do with the tree than we can.
I don't think he even needs to think about it. He could just find it waiting for him.
Yeah.
In his bed.
And you know what? JD works real hard.
He deserves this tree. I think that you would feel good giving it to your friend.
Yeah. It's not like we're just gonna burden him by throwing a tree in his living room. It's a gift, right? Let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here.
Before that guy talks to us.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, before any of these people talk to us.
There's broken glass on the ground. Broken glass bottle.
So one of my favorite moments from the entire show was the episode with the dance battles. But that show also had a dark side. Like, the dancers were break dancers. They battle and they were very aggressive. And a lot of people always remember that they pantsed the human fish. That happened twice.
That has to stop happening right now.
But in the world of breakdancing that happens, so, you know, there's a lot of sides to the issue. But my favorite moment in that show, and one of my favorite moments from the entire run of the show, happened with Random Jean. Random Jean went and got in on the dance battle, and she started doing ballerina moves and cartwheels, and it ended in her doing a split. You'll see at one point I run over and I hug Random Jean, and it's very genuine. I was so overjoyed. But the backstory on that is, first of all, let me say this. I love Random Jean. I love that she's done the show. I'm glad that she's found a home there. I'm glad everybody has embraced her as part of the show, and she was definitely one of the things people loved in the run of the show thus far. She's one of the things people love the most about it. That being said, Random Jean is a handful, and I think Random Jean would be the first to admit that. And I think that was her 8th episode with us. And it had gotten to a point where 2 months in, and we were like, you know, Random Jean is kind of a handful. Has this run its course? Do we need to ask Random Jean to leave? Kind of were having that conversation earlier that day, me and some of the organizers of the show. In a way that wasn't too mean, but was just like, how long is this gonna last? And then that very night, Random Jean steps up and throws down in this dance battle, and I would say won the dance battle. Did some moves and some tricks, and did it all to protect the human fish. And it was just such this moment where it felt like family, and where it was a moment that really sort of underlined it for me. As far as we can't just say that this show is a place for weirdos to hang out. It really has to be one. And Random Jean is one. And it's not our place to figure out the time for her to leave, you know? She's family, man, and she just protected the fish like family. And everybody on this show has a dark side and can be, you know, sort of a pain in the ass. Random Jean has her version of that. I have my version of that.
Everybody, go down the line, every cast member has something about them that can be a little bit of a headache. And seeing that, I was like, man, we can't boot random Gene. We can't be looking for a way to get rid of this girl. She just stepped up to the plate. So when you see that hug after her dance battle, just know it's one of the most genuine moments of elation that I've felt, because it was as if I had sort of lost my way with what this show is about, and then Jean put me right back on target. There were a lot of amazing moments with Random Jean, because she was like an amazing catalyst for so much action on the show. When Random Jean left, we had the random contest. Everybody who applied wound up being an interesting, hilarious human being, but there's a true wild card, Random George.
No. Random George, I know it's you.
Oh, shit! It's Random George, ladies and gentlemen. The mystery Greek. The mystery Greek is back. How are you, Random George? How have you been? Thank you very much for the camera. Hey, Shannon, don't assault Random George.
Random George, the masked man who came out of nowhere. And I will say, I was most personally fascinated by Random George. Full disclosure, I voted for Random Dan, but I thought Random George was an amazing comedic presence, and I'm glad he's remained involved in the show, coming and going a few more times. I actually got Chinese food with him the other day. He wouldn't take off the suit the whole time. Even when I said, like, dude, we're not at the show, we'll turn the cameras off. Nobody's gonna tell on you if you want to just eat some food.
It's really good. What flavors?
He's pretty intent on us never learning his identity. He shows up in that suit, he leaves in that suit. No one associated with the show has ever seen his face. But he did recently tell us that he's been there without the suit and no one's recognized him. So there's like some weird cat and mouse games revolving around Random George. We're gonna keep him involved and we're gonna look at him more and more. Keep your eyes peeled for that, because I've been hanging out with him a little bit recently. And Phil Jackson, same thing. He's such a funny dude from the start with his poetry. It's not a joke. He just shows up and does them. No one knows when Phil's showing up. I like all that stuff, and I like how surprising it is, and I like how some of the best moments on the show to me are ones where literally only like 2 people in the entire room know what's happening. That's not how you should ever run a TV show, right? That's not how that should happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, doing a walk-on out of nowhere, Phil Jackson, our old friend.
Apples, I eat those. Robes, I wear those. 4-leaf cloves, I find those. Oh, what's that? Cocaine on my nose. Red velvet cakes, I bake those. Mango fruit smoothies, I make those. Maracas, I shake those. Leaves, I rake those. Twins, I mistake those. Dances, I break those. Frosted, I flake those. Orgasms, I fake those. Quickie sex, quickie malt, quickie mart, quickie milk, broken hearts. Now that's a scat. Now that's random. Using too many commas. A daddy's baby's mama. A person in a coma from a car accident in a Toyota Corolla with a young actress fanning Dakota, driving from north to south states while running late for a date, making mixtapes, hot tracks, TJ Maxx, sending a fax for workers' comp from broke backs, mountains, you never bring any fish home. R.I.P. NFL tackles and sacks. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. More scat. We've lost dollars, we've lost scholars, we've lost shot callers, we've lost martyrs. We've lost small business to Walmarters. We've lost trades to barters. We've lost poops to farters. We've lost bench players to starters. We've lost erections, hardens. We've gained cities and lost gardens. We've lost money betting Knicks, Madison Square Garden. We've lost trials to defense lawyers and presidential pardons. But look at how good those thighs are underneath that dress, that garter. You losing weight now, holler. Is it time for the next caller? Nah, not yet.
JD's been doing this thing where he webcasts himself sleeping lately. But when he turns that service on, he'll be with 100 people who are going to turn around and be like, JD, why did your bedroom thing just start broadcasting? And he will see a tree sleeping in his bed being webcast. JD never sleeps, man. He's a maniac. Is it full? Can you fill it with the super? Thank you. Gotta get this shit going though, man. There's people who think it could happen, so that's good.
Well,
I don't need no help. Look at that.
Oh, you don't need no help.
Look at how easy that was.
You're filming, Rob?
I just start rolling.
Oh, so many pine needles in the trunk of the car. That's okay. At least we got it all in the trunk, right? Not in the back seat. Okay. This motherfucker's gonna come home and find a tree in the shower. Tree in the fucking shower. We gotta broadcast this over his thing.
Okay.
For anybody who doesn't know, JD's been doing this thing where when he sleeps at night, he turns on his webcam and lets people watch him sleep. We just checked his laptop and he's still logged in. So we know he's out with a bunch of friends of ours. So we're gonna log in, which it'll tweet and Facebook to all of them that he's logged in, and then he will then be able to see a tree in his shower. We need to decorate the tree, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need
Gotta
to.
put some garland in it.
Yeah, this tree needs to look real nice. I think I have found the Christmas spirit, man. It's about giving. It's about giving my friend JD the gift of a beautiful Christmas tree.
You gotta find a star to put on top.
Yeah, we do. Yo, man. That's That's a pretty good JD. I went into JD's bedroom, and I think this is definitely a prop he's used in one of his films. But we do need a star for the top of our tree. Now, this is a Star of David, so Keith, I'm going to ask you if that's offensive.
Not offensive. I am Jewish.
Maybe you should put it
It'd
on.
be the most worldly thing to put at the top
That's
of
true.
the tree. So,
True.
Happy Hanukkah from the Chris Gethard Show.
Hey, Keith, is this the first time you've decorated a Christmas tree?
This actually is.
Look at that. Look at that.
And it fit beautifully.
They've got a star on top and everything. This fucking guy is going to come home. Why are we doing this? It's better than throwing the tree in the dumpster by that strip club.
This has been a day of first also.
How's that?
First time he chopped down a tree, first time he decorated a tree.
What's your first? Farted in your house, JD. Just farted in your house.
Okay, so I just walked into my apartment and this is the only thing that I see on the ground. Now I'm actually super nervous right now. Oh. Okay, if they put the Christmas tree in my apartment, I'm gonna be annoyed. Fuck, that's what it is. Fuck. Okay. See what it is. What the fuck? Okay. What the fuck? Oh. No. That's not something that I want. Why would you do this? Why would you? No. This isn't a thing that I like. Fuck you. I have to fly home on Thursday, and this is the thing I have to deal with now. Well, Merry Christmas from the Chris Gethard Show. Pass it on, I guess. Fuck this. Yeah, fucking Merry Christmas, everybody. This is how Chris Gethard fucking rewards you for spending all your fucking hours doing shit. I spend so much time working on this fucking show, and I get rewarded by fucking having a giant Christmas tree put in my fucking... Well, that's just life, isn't it?
That's the other thing. I love the show, but every time we do a bit where I have to go buy some shit, I'm like, we can only lose money on this, but that's okay. Money's money. We get that Target commercial money, you know?
Some say polo to the fun China. Some say it's to get your vagina. Is it delivery? No, it's DiGiorno. Let's microwave it and put it in a porno. Can't beat it when it's hot needed. All right, stop the track. Stop the track. For some reason, I was distracted. What's the matter with you? I understand that you got dance crazy, but right next to me.
You do have to admit, though, Rob Malone is perhaps the greatest dancer.
I just saw Black Water this past holiday season, so I'm gonna have to agree with you.
Yeah, he's good. The rabbit wants to see some dancing. We are cutting it close this week.
That's stressful, man. That's really stressful. I had to sit there with a straight face while Jimmy and Malone watched Cock Cutters, which was not easy, not easy.
Do you want to go get some hot dogs? You cut off my... Let's go get some hot dogs.